Welcome to the training camp, officer. Now we shall see if you know how to use your green beret. If you feel that you're not yet prepared, I suggest that you select the appropriate theory session. Okay, the mission is simply to eliminate all the enemies and destroy the buildings using the explosive barrels. Then, head for the endpoint. Go ahead.
Norway, February 1941. Since the retreat from Narvik in June last year, Norway has remained under German occupation. The Luftwaffe has established important airfields at Trondheim, Hurdla and Stavanger. These put the whole North Sea in range of the German bombers.
Welcome to Norway, officer. Let's get to the point. I want the relay station in this small island knocked down. The first problem is your 3 men have landed at different points. The Green Beret, the driver, and the Marine. First, establish a meeting point and make each man get there. At that point, the Marine will take them across to the island. Capture some kind of boat for that purpose. Once there, find a way to blow up the station. There are some fuel barrels that can be useful. The Green Beret can handle them. That's all. Ah, officer, I understand this will be your first mission in enemy territory. Please be careful. There is a real enemy out there. Thank you.
March 1941, Operation Claymore, the first medium-scale incursion over Norway, is approved. The objectives: to neutralize industrial facilities and merchant ships in the Lofoten Islands, recruit Norwegian volunteers, and capture supporters of the collaborationist leader Vidkun Quisling.
Well, officer, your men will start from the south. The fuel depots are located in the northern section of the camp. Beware of these barracks. The flag indicates that there are enemy troops inside. Buildings with flags, such as this other one, may also be used as prisons. If any of your men are captured, the chances are they will be taken there. Ah, officer, once you have blown up those depots, you had better get away as quickly as possible. Don't overlook this. I suggest you capture a truck and use the southwest road. That's all.
It's March 1941. Repeated incursions in Norway must be organized in order to harass the occupation army and force Hitler to send troops to the zone, diverting them from the Mediterranean scenario. These incursions must meet minimum material means and maximum results.
Officer, you are going to approach the area from the north and demolish the dam with explosives placed in the base. You'll have to steal some powerful charges from inside the transformer station. Remember, only your sapper can handle them. The perimeter of the station is electrified, but the fence circuit can be turned off with this control switch. The spy in your unit is able to impersonate any German commander. Just get him a German uniform and enemy soldiers will do nothing but salute him all the way. After your task is completed, a truck will come to pick you up north from your position. This is not an easy mission, officer. Only a perfect coordination of your men will ensure success. Be sure everyone knows his place. Thank you. That is all.
In mid-March, the blitz over Britain becomes harder than ever. London, Liverpool, Glasgow and other cities are heavily hit. Churchill realizes the role of successful incursions behind enemy lines to preserve the morale of the nation.
Your position is south of the enemy HQ. Some support equipment has been parachuted to you. Unfortunately, it has touched ground too far to the north. You must get there and take that material. Remember, each piece of equipment can be handled only by the man able to use it. You'll attack the villa and cause as much damage as possible. Then you'll capture the patrol boat and escape northwards by sea. Remember, you are outnumbered by far. If I were you, I'd try to block the enemy's movements and keep them divided. You can do it by capturing a lorry and setting fire to it at the inner entrance. This way you will create a fire barrier behind you. The lorry can be ambushed by bringing the train to a standstill at the crossroads. That will be all. Good luck, officer.
In May 1941, Allied troops are expelled from Crete, while Liverpool and other British ports are heavily attacked by air raids. The need to make Hitler think of an imminent invasion of Norway is greater than ever.
You'll approach the complex from the south. Knock down the radar station and escape in the autogyro near the antenna. Access to the top section can only be gained by means of the cable car, or by climbing the rocky wall to the east. There's an internal telephone system in the bottom section of the complex. You can use it to attract the attention of the guards. We suspect that some of the southern accesses to the station may be mined. Study the routes of enemy patrols and mind your step. I want that radar down, officer, and I want you all back alive. Good luck.
Norwegian Spring advances. Operation Barbarossa, the German attack on the Soviet Union, is being prepared for the next month. Several essays are taking place in Norway.
Officer, there isn't much to say. You'll approach the zone from the northwest. Find some way to gain access to the cannon and render it useless. Then a truck will pick you up at the northeast. That's all I can say. That cannon must never fire again. Please be careful.
On the 1st of February 1942, the Germans shift to a new cipher code for radio communications with the U-boats, the dreaded submarines which threaten the vital convoys that feed Britain. This will mean the loss of one of the best weapons against the enemy, the ability to decode German messages.
Your team has been divided into two groups. Take the necessary explosive charges, find your way to the U-boats, destroy them, and escape southwards to the point marked by the boy using a light boat. Dismissed, officer. Take care.
It's late October 1942. Since the arrival of General Montgomery to El Alamein, tense preparations are taking place both in British and Rommel's German-Italian lines. The Battle of El Alamein is about to begin.
Well, officer, you'll start from these ruins in the northwest. Then you'll infiltrate the camp and blow up all the oil barrels, the fuel depots, and this large reservoir. Then you'll meet a friendly vehicle at the extraction point. And that will be all. Thank you very much.
October the 20th, 1942. In El Alamein, a single question remains in everybody's mind. Why doesn't Montgomery order the attack yet? Meanwhile, the English general builds up an overwhelming superiority in men and equipment before starting the offensive.
By dawn, you should be stationed near the camp. Beware of these panzers. They are engaged and ready to attack against you. You will destroy the detection equipment, the weapons store, the command post, and the bunker. Then a vehicle will pick you up from the south. Simple, isn't it? Good luck.
10 days have passed since the end of the battle at El Alamein, which brought a dramatic exchange of roles in North Africa. Rommel's troops have retreated to the Libyan city of El Agheila in what seems to be a long, hardly fought withdrawal.
Well, officer, this will be your starting point. You will recover McRae and destroy the bomb store to the south of the base. Should you consider it useful to capture a tank, take care. Right now, this is the only unoccupied one. To get away, you will take a Junkers 52 in the nearby airfield. McRae can pilot it. If you find time to wreck some of those Stukas, you'll make me very happy. Dismissed.
It's December the 3rd, 1942. The Axis forces have commenced a strong counter-offensive from Tunisia. Meanwhile, small incursions will be made in the Libyan zones under enemy control. The objectives: to cut supplies and communications, and gather information about the real strength of Rommel's forces.
Officer, this will be your starting position, and these are the 4 drilling rigs. Knock them down. And go eastwards where a vehicle will pick you up. That's all, officer. Good luck.
In March 1943, the Allied armies have gained control of Libya. The next step is to expel the enemy from Tunisia. However, fierce resistance is found in the form of the Menace line.
Listen to me, officer. The alarm is off and you are being sought. Your men are dispersed and hidden amongst the buildings. You must help them find their routes of escape across the roofs of the buildings. You will also help our informer in this building to get away. And you'll regroup everybody at the point of extraction. Take care.
The battleship Bismarck, the jewel of the Kriegsmarine, had been sunk in May 1941 during her first sortie at the North Atlantic. This ship was powerful enough to sink the battle cruiser Hood and keep the whole British Navy busy in a long, painful chase.
You'll be taken to the southern dock of the port. We know that nearby there is a powerfully armed mini-submarine. You must bring it close to the battleship and launch 1 torpedo against the forward section of the hull. Then you must use a light boat to get southwards to the buoy. Officer, this is a chance to make history. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
On the 26th of April, Paris gives the welcome to a triumphant General de Gaulle, leader of the Free France movement. German troops have retreated to the northeast. One of the first high commands to leave Paris was the SS Gruppenführer Helmut Schlepper, also known as the Butcher of Paris, for his outrages on members of the French resistance.
You'll start from the southern edge of the village. The best moment to act is during Schlepper's morning walk. Do away with him and then escape northwards to the cemetery. A truck will be waiting for you there. I must warn you that all the village is meticulously defended. At the slightest sign of alarm at any point of the village, Schlepper will be evacuated and you will have failed. Therefore, act with the maximum discretion. You are dismissed.
September 1944, the Allies begin a rapid advance over Belgium. A strong determination leads the Allied commands to cross the Rhine. Preparations for Operation Market Garden are being arranged.
Well, officer, let's get to the point. The enemy has placed some explosive devices under the bridge. Every one of them has one enemy sapper in charge. Their orders are to keep a close watch on each other and detonate their devices if anything suspicious happens. Therefore, you'll have to do away with them almost simultaneously. Once you've done this, escape this way. I want that bridge intact, officer. Good luck.
Despite the failure of Operation Market Garden, the Allied forces continue their drive towards the Rhine. At the time this happens, the whole of France has not yet been liberated. In Rivovilliers, a small town north of Colmar, the French resistance leader Claude Gilbert has been arrested along with some of his collaborators, and he will be executed tomorrow at dawn.
Your orders are simple, officer. Free Gilbert and his men, and lead them to the friendly truck that will be waiting for you. Please note there is a mobile bridge near the camp's main entry. It can be operated by means of the lever in the north bank. That will be all, officer. Thank you.
On December the 16th, 1944, Hitler deploys a new surprise operation. German reserve forces break through Allied defenses in the Ardennes region. Soon, Liège is taken by the enemy. The Battle of the Bulge has begun.
Well, officer, I know you are familiar with the scenery. Only this time you'll play the other role. Just get there, find some explosive charge, place it on the bridge, and make sure it's knocked down. A vehicle will be waiting for you at the meeting point. Good luck, and hurry up.
January 1945. While the whole of France is liberated by Allied troops, the Soviets reach a devastated Warsaw. Berlin is the next stop for the Red Army. Meanwhile, the V-2 missiles, the last hope of the Führer, begin to be launched against London and other Allied points.
Well, officer, you'll start from this point and destroy these launching pads. Be careful if you cross the river. The waters here are so fast that you won't be able to row upstream. The light truck and the conveyor belt can be a good means to get inside the base. Once you've completed your objectives, get away to the extraction point. Good luck, officer. Thank you.
The Soviet army has entered East Prussia. The end of the Third Reich seems to be imminent. Suddenly, a secret teletype casts a dark shadow over the confident Allied command. Detailed technical plans of Fat Man, the first nuclear bomb developed in the Manhattan Project, have been stolen by a Nazi spy and led across the Atlantic to the Gundelfingen Castle north of Freiburg. From there they will be taken to an underground secret base somewhere in the Carpathians, where a German atom bomb is in the final stages of development.
Officer, this is your most important mission ever. Unfortunately, I can't give you any details. I'm afraid you'll be on your own out there. The only thing I can say is gain access to the fortress and raze it to the ground. If you succeed, this could mean the end of the war. If you fail, may God protect us. Our eyes are set on you and your men. Goodbye, and good luck.